Hi, everybody. How you doing today? Again, some of you I've seen this morning. Good to see you again. Hey, Geezer and Williams Watches and Truth Fears Guilty and hi, Eddie. Let's see. Hi, Randy. How you doing? Whew, 91. Where are you, Randy? Hey, Bruce. Here we got one of these sort of a dank, cold day. Wearing a hat. Got a hat, hide the fact what's under it. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Uh, yeah, working on keeping well. Hey, this is a reminder. I got something from Watches and Wonders, or Wonders and Watches, the thing that used to be the old SIHH. I got this earlier in the week, and I told everybody about it. And they're having this online Watches and Wonders, and each of the different watch companies that was going to be with Watches and Wonders is going to have like their presentation online, and they're doing it tomorrow. They're starting it tomorrow. So if you're interested in taking a look at it, it's there. Have the rest of you guys gotten an announcement about that or anything? Hey, Rich buddy, how you doing? Still watching the morning show. There's somebody. We had a stand-in, my evil twin. Hi, Ian. How you doing? Hi, Mr. Gumby and Reza. Okay, great, good. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they're going to be doing. Hi, Blake. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get the email up. And what I'll do is that I'll put the link in there for you guys if you didn't get it. Let me see. Watches and Wonders. There it is. And let me see. How do I do this? Click and connect. Hang on. Let me see if this will. Yeah, this is working. Boom, boom, boom. Copy. I'm trying to keep everything off that shouldn't be on. Check out this is their connection to Watches and Wonders. Hi, Forbin. And hi, Junior Johnson. Well, it's right there. I'll tell you what you can do, Mark. You can do a copy and paste wherever you want to. So anyhow. Okay, so hey, is Rich leaving? What happened to Rich? I'm up. If I'm up at 3 a.m., I will stream it too. Where are you, Rich? I was just watching your short vid with the Bulgari Octoroma. Sounds like a virus name. Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. What do you think about the JP 1150 movement? What's his, okay, JP. I don't know. Tell me something about it, and maybe I can. JP 1150. No, you're losing me on that JP 1150. Okay. Hey, Rodrigo, how you doing? It's evening time. Okay, 3 a.m. time, California tonight. Whoa. So today it ought to be what, around 1 o'clock there now in California? Or is it? Yeah, should be around 1, right? Oh, hi, Joseph. How you doing? Hey, Chip. Good afternoon to you. All right. Well, um, let me tell you a number of things I've been going through my head, and 105. Huh? Okay. Um, the in terms of this watch project, hi Mark. In terms of this watch project that we've got, uh, the most expensive thing in it is looking to be the movement. Okay, and the there seems to be, like, we're looking at three options, and this is for really a good watch. Option one would be with Rolf Lang, and that would be a fairly expensive, at least relatively speaking, for that portion of it. And if we had one person do the ordering and everything, that could get sticky. And here's why. If something goes wrong with it, I mean, through no fault of the person who was going to collect them for us, they'd feel terrible. And so would the person who was out $5,000. So I thought, well, maybe, and also too, we've got people in, Asia, the United States, Canada, Mexico, and all over Europe. And so if these are sent out and they're sent to one person, then they're going to have to send them through all across these borders and everything else. To be a big mess. And so I thought, well, it wouldn't be a better way to do it is to figure out, okay, we got these people who want one. And what we'll do is we'll just say, Rolf, this is how many that we need made. And then he could make them, and then everybody could just send in individually to get their own. And, this would be a little more work for Rolf, but he'll blame me for it. So, but I'd rather get blamed than, for adding a little more to it. So I don't know. So I was thinking, well, if it shouldn't be that impossible, then it made more sense. Now, the same would be true, even more so, with the UWD 31.2. Maybe somebody wants small seconds and they could get a 31.1. But if we're going to have the same dial and so forth, we probably want the 31.2. Same thing, same reason, all over the world. Really, we got people interested in going ahead with this project. So I think we could do that on an individual basis. Now, the best deal really is with, in terms of individual movements, is with Vaussure. Well, we got to buy 25 and they want to send them all to one place. And that makes it difficult. So anyway, that's what I wanted to kick around with you guys and see what your sort of sense of the whole thing is. Hey, James, too, how you doing? In case you didn't see it from last night, Chopard says they won't sell us any LUC movement. I think I did, James, and I thank you for that. A bunch of crazy stuff has happened to me today. I got a call from my medical doctor, and it was time for my annual physical. And she said, well, we're going to do it over the, with video. And she said, well, do you have FaceTime? I said, yeah. I said, oh, we'll do it with FaceTime. So I this morning, I was talking to my doctor, and she was saying, asking me all these questions about health and so forth. And, some of my responses were truthful. So I thought I did pretty well. And so anyway, so a lot of stuff has been going on, and I've been running around trying to get stuff done. Hey, did you ever email Kadoki and find out about a group order? That way we could pay independently. Yeah, we could do the same thing with UWD also. I'll do that, Bruce, and I'll tell you how come I haven't. I happen to know that Marco Lang and Stefan Kadoki are doing stuff together. And I had already talked to Marco, and he said, Uh, no, he says. In fact, he suggested using the UWD 31.2. That was his invention, and even though he's no longer with uh, Langenheim and UWD, which I think is now just one company, uh, if they ever were anything more than that. So I haven't done that because I haven't done it. But I don't mind doing it. I'll go ahead, Bruce, and do it. Okay, Cuestión de Tiempo. What a cool name. How you doing? Yeah, where you been? Hope all is well. Where you enjoy your? Oh, good. I'm glad. Thanks, Danny. Okay, hey, let's see. Happy to hear you are healthy. Yeah, I am really healthy. The only thing is I'm getting fat, sitting around here. We can't that's the only problem. Hey Rodrigo, what's up? Told you about my Longines moon phase buy, new for $2,000. I already want to change it to Baume at Messier. I made a mistake. My wrist needs a golden watch. Well, what is the best to do now? I don't know. Baume at Messier they just came out with, they recently had a movement, forgot what it's called, what, that new movement that Baume and Messier have. I forgot the name of it, and it's an okay movement. I mean, it's like a very, let's say, basic movement. That's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like it had. It looked like like a sort of I don't know. Wait a minute. Did Baume at Mercier, did they get a Val Fleurier movement? They may have, because they're owned by Richemont. Do you guys know? Hey, Joseph, how you doing? Okay. I just put up on High Horology Lounge, I found a Girard Perregaux Richeville, something like that. Cool watch. They haven't made them in years, but I always like it. It sort of has a tonneau shape, and it's a chronograph, and it's in solid gold, and it's for like 4,000 and change. And I thought, wow, that's a very tempting watch. The big thing is that 14 karat gold for these days, cost a fortune. So, whatever, if Rodrigo, that might be something to consider. It's on, what's it called? Touch of Modern. That was it. I call it Touch of Desperation because when you run out of options, it's one step before you get to the shop worn, which is one of my favorite because they have some of the best deals. Oh, Geezer, you're so good at that. I think Geezer, it's a good thing you're not a watch stealer. You could spot a watch in a crowd from 100 yards and say, I know what that is, and I know the reference number on it. Thanks, Geezer. I'm picking up a bunch of movements from my family friend this weekend, mainly pocket watch movements, but some have a fusee and chain. Yeah, that would be cool. I'd like to get your reaction to that. I still haven't gotten a hold of my friend up in Massachusetts on that. Okay, healthy. When you go to your cardiologist, you ask, how's my ticker on a scale from Seiko 5 to FP Journe quality? yeah, my cardiologist is a cool guy. I think he has, I don't know. He knows I'm a watch collector, and so he tries to put on different watches every time I go see him. And he's not into that, except he likes a nice watch. For the fat part, try intermediate fasting. Best thing ever. Oh, I know. There are all kinds of good things I should be doing. I'll try to keep that in mind. Yeah, the new Baumatic movement. Mark, is that by Val Fleury? What do they call it? Baumatic, I think is what they call it. And it's the only one they have is automatic. Um, so not really, Rodrigo. I talked to him at the last show in New York back in October, and in a way, they remind me a little of the uh, these guys. What are their names? Um, hang on a second. They get ah Maurice Lacroix. They remind me of Maurice Lacroix a lot in this respect. Maurice Lacroix started off with somebody else's movements, but always making good watches. And I sort of get that same sense from Baume et Mercier. They have the same kind of quality. Now, the fact that they're owned by Richemont means they have access to Val Fleury movements, which I think, I think the way they do it is they get together with Val Fleury, they get together with the people who want the movement, and they sort of work together on it. I know that happens with the that 80, what's that called, Powermatic 80. Tissot did a lot of work at Swatch with them on it. So I'm saying with Baume et Mercier, you gotta really be careful unless you're just buying an ETA. Nothing wrong with ETA, but they're not very forthcoming about it. But it's sort of the way they looked at it for years, is that everybody knows that's what we got, so why should we make a big deal about it? We're going to keep our mouth shut. I know more people who think that Baume et Mercier is like, really highfalutin horology, but it's not. But it's better than people who know it think it is. It's sort of a funny thing. It's sort of like you have this very high expectations for something, then you find out it's not this high, but it's about like this, and the movement is iffy. And with the newer Baumatic in it, you have sort of an in-house movement that's probably not bad. Okay, I'm not saying you don't get this innovation and stuff that you find in other, some really of your high horology watches. The new JLC Master looks great. Mr. Gumby, I don't care what the JLC Master looks like. I always like it. It's a funny thing. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. And I think that's sort of, just to me, it's always sort of been a gateway to high horology. And I know not everyone agrees with that, and that's okay too. I found it at the Real. Immediately went on hold. Okay, Mark. Let me see. I got to follow. Saw a very nice collection, JLC Master Geographic for 4,600 a day. Yeah, Mark, I've been seeing a lot of deals too. I got an email about there was a whole bunch of stuff, but it was I get these emails from jewelers as well as exclusively watchmakers, and the jewelers, man, boy, they're giving some great deals. So if you want to get your someone special something for her birthday or for Christmas, now might be a good time to find some really nice stuff. Um, have you seen the new Odysseus launch today? Geezer, I don't remember what Odysseus is. I remember seeing it, but I don't know the brand or anything else. It's a model, right? Could you give me a little bit more information about that? I like the Geophysic too, from Jaja Lecoultre, especially the True Second. Good time at the moment for looking at new releases on the net. Yeah, well, see, this is what's supposed to come up tomorrow with Watches and Wonders. That would be cool. Okay. Because of my yellow golden ring on my pink, what am I always wearing? Okay. Let's see. Much prefer original one from last year. Okay, JLC, real meaning of high horizon, not just today, but through centuries. Yeah, one of the things about Zsa Zsa Lecoultre that the reason it's sort of easy to consider high horology, all of the, Holy Trinity, every one of them, I think at one time or another used them. And by one time or the other, I'm talking about like the last 30 years, not way back when everybody was using stuff. Hi, AP. How's it going? Okay. Thank you, AP. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I keep looking for Moses. I think I know which one I want, but it's a bit above budget. Man, I tell you, I was looking at my H Moser today. Were it not Francois Paul Friday, I'd be wearing it. The um, it's really funny the kinds of watches I feel like wearing is they keep going around. So I keep going through my collection, wearing them all just simply because I like to wear my watches. I don't like watches to sit and and do nothing. If I have some a little more rough and tumble, there's always my Seiko 5. It's like a leaper. Um, I think I told you guys about a leaper. A leaper, they have these guys who have to go into these uh, nuclear power plants. There are these certain tanks that have to be cleaned out, and so going into a radioactive tank to clean it out. Oh no, they're not called leapers; they're called jumpers. You can either go off the side of a building or into one of these tanks, and you're a jumper. That's what my Seiko 5 is. It'll go anywhere. Okay, looking, yeah. Fume Friday is a thing too. Yes, that's good as well. I'm looking for one too at Center Seconds. Mark, I've given you there's those are some around. I don't think they're going to be around long. Now, by Center Second, they're the new ones and the old ones. I got one of the old ones for two reasons. One, it's hand wound, and two, the price, while not cheap, is a lot less than the original MSRP. And man, it's turned out to be a great one. Chain Fuzi Friday. That's a great one. He has a thing too. Chain. Well, how about Fuzi Friday? That sounds even cooler. Yeah, that's the one, Eddie. Is that the old Center Second manual? That's what I've got, and there, I think from what you've said, I think they're right, sort of near the top of your budget right now, and that's so now would be a good time to negotiate it. Oh man, Mark, really? I'm sorry. Doggone it. Did you try that? There's another place. Did you try that with a well also? The reason I'm asking about the luxury well, where they had a whole bunch of really nice ones, is I contacted them and they said, "Oh, well, we're selling it tomorrow at 12 o'clock to this guy who's going to come by." I thought, whoa, what luck. And so I watched, and it wasn't sold, and it wasn't sold. And by then I'd gotten the one I liked anyway. So, yeah, that's the one, Mark. Yeah, that was they must have, because that was who I got mine from. Then I saw them advertised. Why would they keep it advertised? Apparently, they only had one, and once it was gone, that was it. Sorry. Don't give away the secret source. Oh yeah, there's. I tell you that. There's some secret sources you don't want to know about. Let me put it that way. Okay, Luxury Well is a great place to buy from. Yeah, Joseph, that's good to hear because they've got some really nice stock. They're located in Princeton, New Jersey. Mr. Gumby, I retire in June, so I want to buy myself a retirement grail watch. No chance of a gold watch from work. Yeah, me neither. The new releases I saw from JLC seem to be where I'm heading. Okay. Yeah, they have that was what I did, Gumby, right before I retired. I had money from several sources at at one time. So that was when I got my two FP Shorns and some other and my 21. So that's a good time to do it because I don't know. We're retirement is I find out I'm very good at it. I never thought I would be. Okay. You can't go wrong with JLC. Hey, Cuestión de Tiempo. I think you like JLCs. Hey, Jay, how you doing? We have to be responsible not to criticize anyone's watch choice, especially as it pertains to money. I agree with that, Jay. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yeah, you don't want to, all of us have a budget. This 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 collection that I'm reviewing now for Sunday is so far beyond what I'd ever be able to afford in a watch collection. It just and it's great, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. That was one thing. Oh, and Jay brings up a great point. You don't, you know, no matter how rich, how good looking you are, how charming you are, there's always going to be someone richer, better looking, and more charming, and also with a better watch collection. Rather than some people want to get jealous about that. That's crazy. Enjoy it. At least that's the way I feel about it. I don't know why some people get into. They feel they got to say something snarky about no matter what kind of watch it is or what collection. And they spend all their time finding little things to pick at. You ask them about their collection, and suddenly they're out of town. Why would you want to sell me that CS or Resonance for a big loss? Would you want to? Do you think I'm nuts, Eddie? Want to sell it for, I really like my CS. I like it a lot. I like to wear it, and I love my Resonance. What would I want to do that for? Hey, GMT Master. Yeah, we were talking about you, GMT Master. As a matter of fact, that's when we can't repeat what we were saying. All right, everybody be quiet now. He's here. Hey, Williams. Let's see. You don't need to own something to enjoy them, right, Geezer? You really don't. And sometimes what's fun is something I really like. I realize I've had some things I just love certain watches, and after a while, I don't love them anymore, and I don't know why. I love them in the first place and don't later on. But boy, I never got to buy them, which probably a good thing. Yeah. Everybody's looking better, richer, and have more charm than I do, so I don't have to be worried about any of that. Work on your charm. That's always free. Being nice is not expensive. Hey, Donald, Donald made it. And we've got 1 minute left. Oh, man. Hey, Sean. How you doing? Okay, let's see now. Oh, all right. So let's sort of try to summarize what we've been talking about. Hey, Fahrenheit. Um, One, tomorrow. Now I gave you that. Let me see if I still have it. I'll put it up again if I do. Yeah. Here's the link to that Watches and Wonders. Okay, you can copy that, and it's starting tomorrow at Central European time at 12 noon. Okay, I'll have to figure out what Central European time is here, and then that's something that we can go take a look at, and then we can talk about the watches that they have. So I'd like to do that tomorrow, which I think would be cool because then then it basically, like, we all got to go to the SIHH show without one having to travel to Switzerland, pay a fortune for uh, accommodations, or if we go over in Germany where they have more affordable housing for the basal for the SIHH, we have to go back and forth across the border and get searched both ways and pay customs on any watch. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Mark, where are you? Oh, 7 a.m. That's what it is our time when European Central Time. Oh, great. That what we can do. Mark, where are you located? Hi, Mike. 7 a.m. Everyone's saying 7 a.m. Is that on Eastern Time? In 3 minutes, the wife burst in with a heavy frying pan. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't allow me to copy and paste. Well, okay. All right. Okay, it might be 2 or 3 a.m. Wait a minute. Well, there's from okay, is European Central Time, is that 1 hour before GMT? Is that right? And okay, Mike, thank you. That's it. Hi, Clyde. How you doing? Okay. So if it's at 7 a.m., we can watch it at 7 a.m. And for those who are on the morning group, we can talk about it in the morning, and then we can we can talk about it in the afternoon too. No, they've been through therapy and it's been working. She's now using a lightweight aluminum clad frying pan. that's, that's it. All right. 1 hour ahead of GMT. Yeah, that was what I thought it was. So it's 6 hours. So, and if it starts at noon, so yeah, wait a minute. If it's 6 hours difference, see 12, so it'd be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It may be 6 a.m. instead of 7. What do you, I'm not sure. 8 a.m. CST? The other way around, I think, Blake. I think it would be, if it's at 7 a.m. EST, it'd be 6 a.m. CST. What time in the UK might that be? 11 o'clock. That's easy. Clyde. Oh, man. Oh, man. Geezer, you've been hanging out at Joe Exotic Zoo. Yeah, my son told me about that. He says, Dad, you got to see this. He said, it's really weird. No kidding. That thing was the #1 Netflix show. Anyway. Foreman, what a thing to say. Hey, James. Let's see, 10:33 p.m. is the CET time now. So if it's 10:33, that means I'm 3 minutes over. Okay, guys. Well, listen, there's a helmet under my beret. All right. So listen, if you're around tomorrow morning, I'll see you tomorrow morning. And otherwise, see you tomorrow afternoon. Everybody be safe, take care, and good luck with everything.